everybody, welcome back to another episode of Book a Lunch Day. So today I'm sharing with you a very easy fish recipe. It's just a regular, this is how I usually do my fish, and it works on any kind of fish. Today I'm using salmon, and I really like these kind of package fillet that you can get at a lot of stores, because then you can just defrost however many pieces that you're gonna do, and you don't even need to cut it. So these ones are the ones I'm doing. The other ingredients you will need are ginger and my favorite rice wine, salt, and also some green onion. That's it. It's really easy. Oh, and we will also be using some soy sauce, sugar, and oyster sauce. That's about it, and let's get started prepping. Alright, so now what I'm going to do first is to open the fish package and just let it out in the container. We need to season it, and I like to get rid of some of the fishy smell first. I want a good smell. I don't want to have it too fishy. Alright, we can toss these. And then we are going to cut half just some of the gingers. Ginger is really great when you're dealing with fish. It really does a great job to season and also get rid of the fish smell. So we're just going to cut a little bit. And then chop it sideways. I want to massage it a little bit so the fish can eat in all the flavor. Okay, so we're just gonna let it sit for a little bit while we're cutting this. Let me go wash my hand first. So we're gonna finish cutting these. It's up to you if you want to cut it in slice or in like a smaller pieces. It's completely up to you. But I personally like it better when it's smaller piece. I feel like that's easier when you're eating it, and it releases more flavor that way, I think. Cut a little bit. I'm just going to use, I love ginger, so I'm just going to use all of it. So what you do is you cut it in very thin slices. Without chopping off your finger. And then you just kind of organize it. So there's some more. So we have these done, and then we'll be chopping our green onion. Now I'm putting the green onion in at the very end, so I'm not chopping in a very small piece. Okay, I'm chopping it so you can still see the color. I'm gonna put them in here. And we're all set. Alright, so now we're done prepping. Alright. So now we're done prepping. What we're going to do right now is just going to let the fish sit a little bit longer and let me set up my cooking supplies, and we'll be right back. So now we have our pot set up ready. Turn on the fire. And just add a little bit of oil. You don't need a whole lot. Just enough to grease the bottom of the pan. You don't need to wait until it's super hot. Whenever it's kind of medium heat, medium warmth, then you can put the fish in. You do want to be careful because we do have liquid, which is the rice wine covering the fish. So you want to be careful not to, you will splash. So if you put too much oil in, especially on the pan fry it. Over, you can make sure you put it on a nice plate. You can even put some cabbage or decoration on the bottom. Make it nice and pretty. But it's a family meal, so we're just going to do that. Alright. Don't toss these. We're going to be using that in a little bit. I'm going to let the pan cool down a little bit and grab the ingredient I need for the sauce. Alright, so I have grabbed my ingredient for the sauce. We need some sugar, oyster sauce. These will be, make sure we keep the really nice seafoody smell to it, and also some soy sauce. Okay, just any regular soy sauce. I'm going to turn on the flame. Turn on the flame. Here we go. Turn on the flame. Now the temperature has dropped a little bit. I don't want it to be too high because I don't want to burn my ginger. I'm going to put it in. Still a little sizzling, but it's okay. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Just the ginger, not the green onion, okay? Very small flame. I'm actually going to turn off the fire because it's really hard to keep the temperature down, but the pan is really hot right now. On a separate bowl, this is what I'm going to do. In a separate bowl, When I'm just cooking by myself, I would not do this. I would just add everything into the pot directly. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to do it slowly. In a separate bowl, we're going to mix in our sauce first. So we're going to do a little sugar. Sugar go on the bottom. Alright, some soy sauce. Probably like a tablespoon or something. And then oyster sauce. And then some rice wine. Mix it. If you want, you can also use sugar, honey to replace the ginger, the sugar. Mixing back on. What I like to do, I like to tilt my pan like this, so I have everything on the bottom. We have a little bit of rice wine in here, but I'm going to just wash, I call it wash the pan with the rice wine. So I'm just going to wash it a little bit to make sure all that little bits are there. And up the flame to make the alcohol evaporate. And then the sauce goes in. Okay, so it's up to you if you prefer to be have a little bit more the taste and smell of the rice wine. You don't have to cook it as long. I personally don't like any alcohol in my food, so I will cook it to make sure it evaporates. And at the very end, you add in the green onion. After you add that in, turn off the flame. Let the leftover heat cook the green onion. That way it doesn't turn color. Your green onion will still remain a very nice and fresh color. And I use the green onion from my garden, so I mean, it's perfectly safe and it's organic. Alright, so our sauce is done. Perfect. Alright. Here, we're just gonna drizzle it on top. So that nice green onion color can go on top. And voila! It's a very easy dish. I am using salmon today, but again, you can use any other fish of your preference. You don't only have to use this. I use it for all kind of different fishes, and this will work out really good because ginger and green onion flavor will definitely cover up any fishy smell that you might not like. Okay, so let's give it a little taste. It should be easy to break apart. I personally like to take a little green onion and then a little ginger and put it on top. Oops. And just It's a big bite. It's good. I really like the spiciness from the ginger that punch in. And it's a little salty, but it will go perfect with any rice or noodle that you might have that day. And look really, really presentable. Well, that's it for today, and I hope you like it and give it a try. I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys!